So the book that I want to share with you guys is Flashlight by Lizzie Boyd, and it's a wordless picture book that I would use in a classroom with my students and even with L students. So I chose this book because I really love the illustrations. I think that there's a lot for the students to observe. I also would use this book with a population that's familiar with wooded environments and the animals that you would see in here, so that they would be able to make connections with that part of the story. I really like the setting, which takes place in the woods. This is our character, this little boy who is camping. So the story takes place in the woods, and he has his flashlight. And as we go through, the flashlight shows different details, or what he would see with the light, like the different animals throughout the story. So assuming that I have L students in my classroom, I was thinking as I was going through the Spanish-speaking L students, I would probably brush up on my animal vocabulary, as well as vocabulary for things that you would find in nature, such as trees and plants, things like that. So as we go through the story, we can see kind of like the shadow or the nighttime view, and we can also then see what his flashlight sees in color. So as we go through, we see what the boy sees. I also really like this book because there are some cool text features. Like you can see these cut out parts of the page, and then when you turn the page, it changes the illustration on the next page. So as we go through, there's a lot of things for the children to observe on each page, and it's pretty easy to follow the storyline. Another thing about this book that I really liked is that it lends itself to rereading because there is so much to observe on each page. And actually the first story, we keep going. He sees new things and all the animals. And then we get to a page where the boy trips over a rock, and his flashlight goes falling, and who picks it up but the raccoon who had been following him all along. So after the raccoon picks it up, then we get to see the different animals' perspective and how they see the boy with the flashlight. So another thought I had while planning this for a classroom with my students and with L students was that the L students could also use their first language to teach the English-speaking students, so they can use their language and be able to practice it, in addition to kind of empowering themselves and teaching their classmates some of the vocabulary that they would use to describe the storyline of this text or to share observations from the story.